Hello, I'm Jadzia, and I'm here to narrate Kilkenny's secret school. You won't believe this St. Kieran's College, Coláiste Chiaráin, is a Roman Catholic secondary school located on College Road, Kilkenny, Ireland. And now we'll delve into its fascinating history. St. Kieran's College was founded in Kilkenny, in the Diocese of Ossory in 1782, after the passing of the Catholic Relief Act of 1782. This act enabled Catholics to found schools with the consent of the Protestant bishop of the diocese for the first time since the Irish penal laws were introduced. Prior to this, only Protestants could found educational institutions. The college was founded as the diocesan school and was the first of its kind in the country. The school's motto is Hemes Transiat, Latin for "the winter has passed." It is a metaphor for the repeal of the penal laws which had kept Catholics as second-class citizens in Ireland. It is taken from chapter 317, verse 11 of the Song of Solomon, book of the Bible. The saint for whom the school was named was St. Ciaráin of Sagir, apostle of Osrage, firstborn of the saints of Ireland, primogenitus sanctorum Hiberniae. By the 1792 upheaval on the continent led to the demand for the provision of education for priests at home. In 1782, the college opened its doors to students of philosophy and theology, the first college in Ireland to do so. The first location of the college was at Burrells Hall, James Street, Kilkenny, which is now the location of St. Mary's Cathedral, the seat of the Bishop of Ossory, and the Irish Christian Brothers Secondary School. It was later moved to the present location of the Loreto Convent Girls Secondary School, Granges Road, Kilkenny. In 1814, the Birchfield estate was purchased for ecclesiastical students for St. Kieran's College, with the name Birchfield College also being used. The college was at Birchfield, St. Patrick's Civil Parish, Barony of Shillager, until 1838 when the estate was bought by the Smithwick family. Between 1811 and 1845, AMP's new permanent building was constructed on what is now College Road. Architect William Dean Butler, who also designed St. Mary's Cathedral, was the architect. He was assisted by George Ashland. The tower, which rises from the center of the cathedral, was actually originally intended for the college. Some distinguishing features of the building include the clock tower, the chapel, and the glass hall. The college chapel contains some stained glass windows designed by Harry Clark, which have recently undergone restoration. Fundraising has begun for maintenance and restoration work on the pipe organ in the college chapel, which dates from the 1802s. And now we'll explore the story of Kilkenny's secret school. You won't believe this, hidden seminary as well as teaching lay students. St. Kieran's was a minor and major seminary. In 1793, courses in philosophy and theology were added. Previously, only humanities were taught. As it was located in Birchfield, Shillager, the seminary for a time was known as Birchfield College and would have had a president and professors of philosophy and theology. As a seminary, the college educated many priests who went on to be ordained to serve in Ireland and abroad, some 600 inches the United States. Unlike Maynooth College, St. Kieran's was not supported by the British government financially. During the 19th century, following the example of St. Patrick's, Carlow College students were able to sit degree examinations for the University of London, where the name of the college was sometimes misspelled as St. Kieran's. In 1982, the college celebrated its bicentenary with over 200 priests from around the world attending. In 1994, with the approval of the authorities in the seminary and all the priests of the diocese, a decision was made by Bishop Forrestal to close the seminary at St. Kieran's after 212 years due to a dramatic fall in vocations to the priesthood. And now we'll explore its fascinating past. The college had originally catered to seminarians and boarding students, but eventually day students were allowed to attend. This led to the abolishment of a 3-day week class structure and the introduction of the 5 days a week school time. In 2003, it ceased boarding students and became solely a day student secondary school. And now we'll explore the fascinating story of its unexpected revival. The college is the base for the Diocesan Adult Religious Education and Faith Formation Office. This office works with parishes and diocesan groups to help facilitate education in the faith for people of the diocese. It is the office which publishes the diocesan magazine, Ossory Times. In association with the Catholic Diocese of Ossory, 2011 saw the commencement of a certificate in theological studies, Level 7, accredited by St. Patrick's College, Maynooth. In 2014, the Diploma in Catholic Education, Level 8, for teachers in Catholic secondary schools was offered in the college, in conjunction with St. Patrick's College, Maynooth, and the University of Notre Dame. And now we'll explore its surprising past Kilkenny campus, Maynooth University, 1997-2018. From 1997 to 2018, the Kilkenny campus of Maynooth University, an outreach project of the university, was housed in the west wing of the original college buildings. Two modular and interdisciplinary part-time degree programs in local studies and in community studies were offered, as well as a range of undergraduate certificates. Postgraduate programs for adult education practitioners were offered on a part-time basis. Approximately 1,400 awards were made by the university to students who took their courses in Kilkenny between 1997 and 2012. In September 2013, the first full-time students registered at the campus for the first year of their BA. This initiative offered students a chance to commence their studies locally before transferring to the main campus in Maynooth for second and third year. St. Patrick's College, Maynooth taught the theology modules in St. Kieran's as part of the university's BA program and could progress to a BA/TH from Maynooth Pontifical University. From 2010, Maynooth University, Kilkenny campus hosted the Certificate in Christian Studies for Lay Anglicans, in association with the Church of Ireland Diocese of Cashel and Ossory, accredited by St. Patrick's College, Maynooth Pontifical University. Graduation ceremonies took place in Kilkenny Castle. In its initial years, they took place in Maynooth. Maynooth University closed the Kilkenny campus at St. Kieran's in June 2018. And now we'll explore the fascinating work of the ICT Research Center. In February 2011, it was announced that a new ICT Research Center was to be established in St. Kieran's. This is a partnership between Kilkenny County Council, Invest Kilkenny, Waterford Institute of Technology, Telecommunications Software and Systems Group, and the Institute of Technology, Carlow. It is on the campus in Burroughs Hall. It was officially opened on 24 May 2012 by Taoiseach Enda Kenny. And you won't believe the St. Kieran's College also provides services and classroom usage for the City Vocational School and Coláiste Chiaráin, the city's Irish language medium secondary school. And now we'll delve into its fascinating archives. The Kerrigan Room contains all of the documents and pictures collected by William Kerrigan for his 4-volume encyclopedia on the history of the diocese. The archives also contain documents collected by Kerrigan for an intended second edition. These were never used for that purpose after Kerrigan died during the 1918 flu pandemic. A collection of papers of Kilkenny families and businesses, including the Wandesford papers, the Aylward papers, the Smithwick papers, the Swift Heath papers, and the Catherine Lanigan papers, is also stored at the college. And now we'll delve into the story of the Avonmore Cooperative Foundation Glambia, PLC, recently became the first commercial company in Kilkenny to recognize the value of Kilkenny Archives Limited, to see a community value in what it does when it passed all its old original creamery records to them for safekeeping as the Glambia collection. Glambia, one of the world's top nutrition companies with revenues of over 3.5 billion euros and 5815 employees, was originally formed by local farmers through the amalgamation of small rural cooperative creamery societies from Kilkenny and some neighboring counties. When together with Unigate Limited support, they formed the Avonmore Creameries Federation. Realizing the benefits of increased scale and greater diversification in the 1960s, they saw the need for an amalgamation of many small, locally focused cooperatives across Ireland. It led to the construction of a new multi-purpose Avonmore dairy plant facility in Ballyragget, County Kilkenny, and a plant they claimed was the biggest food processing facility in Europe at that time. Today, that giant global entity is known as Glambia. Glambia has its origins in the Irish agricultural cooperative movement that evolved over the last century since First Irish Cooperative in 1889, founded by Horace Plunkett. Today, Glambia has operations in 34 countries and is exporting to more than 100 countries worldwide. Glambia plc was formed in 1997 out of the merger of Avonmore Foods plc and Waterford Foods plc. Glambia is ranked by revenue 2010 figures in the top 100 cooperatives, No 98 Inches the World and No 1 Inch Ireland by the International Cooperative Alliance, the global apex organization of cooperatives worldwide. According to Glambia Collections in Kilkenny Archives at St. Kieran's College, Kilkenny, the Avonmore Coupe brand was created through the merger of over 30 village creameries that are now included among their archives and available for public viewing. Among the records lodged include the minute books and papers of Kilmannog Cooperative Creamery, which is one of the oldest creameries in Kilkenny. And now we'll explore the fascinating activities that took place within its walls. St. Kieran's is also famed as a hurling school. The college has won 26 All-Ireland Senior Colleges finals, the greatest number by any school in the country, 55 Leinster Senior Colleges titles, 39 Leinster Junior titles, and 34 Leinster Juvenile titles. Other sports that the school partakes in are Gaelic handball, Gaelic football, soccer, basketball, equestrian trials and show jumping, chess, swimming, golf, tennis, and athletics, with a growing reputation for cross-country running in recent years. On 7 May 2009, the Humanist 16 soccer team won the All-Ireland for the first time in the school's history. Other than sports, there are poetry workshops with a writer-in-residence, poet Mark Roper, who has helped compile poetry broadsheets and advised people on the way to being published. Musical and artistic studies are also part of the school curriculum. The school also has a film editing suite, which was used to complete a feature-length film about the Great Famine. This project was undertaken as part of a school's integration project in Kilkenny. And now we'll explore its fascinating history. The motto of the school is Hemes Transiat, Latin for "the winter has passed." The school crest is the diocese's crest emblazoned on a Celtic cross. The coat of arms of the diocese has a representation of St. Kieran between two pillars. It appears on episcopal arms from the 18th century and on a beautiful bookplate of Archbishop Troy, as well as the college crest. And now we'll explore the people connected to this extraordinary college. As a seminary, the college trained many priests for ministry in Ireland and abroad. Patrick Kelly, Bishop of Richmond, taught at Birchfield College and also served as president. Thomas MacDonagh, an Easter Rising leader, was a teacher at the school 1913, as was the pacifist Francis Sheehy Skeffington 1901. Both men died in the aftermath of the Rising in 1916. John Wilson, former Tanist, was a teacher in the school 1957-60. Notable students to have attended the school include Rev. Dr. Patrick Collier, Bishop of Ossory Raymond Crotty, economist Michael Egan, Irish-American politician Ralph Fiennes, actor Phil Hogan, former EU Commissioner for Agriculture. Thomas Kilroy, playwright who played hurling for the school team, captaining them in 1952. Rev. Dr. Walter MacDonald, professor of dogmatic theology, Maynooth, also taught at St. Kieran. Patrick McKee, politician Tom Moore, filmmaker and animator Patrick Neary, banker Dr. Richard Fellan, Roman Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh, Bishop of Pittsburgh, Brendan Mulvey, former member of Sellerdorf Father Peter Wellen, OSM, Army chaplain during the American Civil War, Sean J. White, writer, academic, broadcaster, and journalist Gavin Holohan, professional footballer Archbishop Thomas A. White, served as Apostolic Nuncio to Rwanda, Fiji, and New Zealand. Bishop James White of Dunedin, New Zealand. Bishop William J. MacDonald, American Bishop and Rector of the Catholic University of America, Diarmuid Cody. Hurler Bishop Edward Walsh. Several members of the bands Curbdog and Engine Alley. Hidden beneath the streets of Kilkenny lies a remarkable and unexpected school.